as we talk about data inference, or data inference means you take information from one entity which is available to you, about that information which is not available to you, right? So what you do, for example, usually what the hackers does, they do it. For example, in government organization or somewhere, this information is available, this is information available. These information are not available, right? So what they do is sometimes they combine these two information and guess this one, fourth one, or this one, right? So it can be also possible over there. So it might be infer or derive sensitive data from the non-sensitive information. So it's called inference. The inference problem is subtle vulnerability in database security. You can have direct attacks. Attackers issues query that directly yields sensitive information. Like sometime you can have this query, okay? For example, select a name from staff where drug equal to 1, okay? Might make it less obvious. For example, you can have this query which is like less obvious. Select name from staff where drug equal to 1, and or the gender is male or the gender is female, or so it is like more less obvious, less obvious for the what you call it, for the database administrator. So maybe the database administrator approve this query and might not approve this query. So you have to make the query in case if you are an ethical hacker or some they are non-ethical hackers. So usually they make the query less sensitive so that it gets approved and take information from the server. These are the direct attack. Indirect attack infer sensitive data from the statistical results. Sometimes most of the organization they publish their annual data, annual reports over there. So from these annual reports you take some patterns, some like information from the patterns over there. So the indirect attack seeks to infer a final result based on one or more intermediate statistical results. So you just take some of the intermediate statistical result, for example 2019. So how is the result in 2019? You take that information and find some further information. But this approach requires work outside the database itself. So you have to take this data, you have to apply some machine learning algorithms on that one, or some algorithm, supervised learning algorithm, unsupervised algorithms, or reinforcement algorithms on that. So, and then you will be able to find the patterns within that specific data. Data released by the government usually, or by any organization, non-government organization, NGOs, you can find the information, the hackers, especially for the banks when they issue the information.